What's good, y'all? Y'all don't know how hyped I am to actually do this review, and I know it's a few days late. I know. I read this chapter Monday night, Monday night, probably Monday afternoon, Monday night, sometime, whatever, Monday evening. But yeah, there's reasons why it didn't come out. I'm not even gonna get in there, but it doesn't matter. What I'm going to do is because this chapter was so hyped, had me going so much, okay, that I'm going to do a read along. I've never done a read along before, but this chapter deserves page by page because it was absolute greatness. Alright, y'all. So, we open in the chapter and we see it says Aladdin finally first of all, the chapter's titled Homeland Where He Was Born. Now, we know from that title that it's obviously talking about Aladdin. Oh, and by the way, I know I normally do sometimes, or a lot of times I say it's going to be short. I already know this is going to be long, so whatever. Anyways, so we know Aladdin. It's talking about Aladdin. It's going to be where he's from. It's talking about, okay, and it says, Aladdin finally tells the legend of Al-Mutorah. That got me a bit hyped, I ain't gonna lie, just a little bit. And we see, an overhead shot of, where they're all meeting. So we see that there's actually not that many people there, or the place is just massive, probably a combination of both. And we see Dallarine Cohen looking kind of serious, but kind of not too deathly serious. We see Sinbad, we're looking at Sinbad. I mean not Sinbad. I mean Alibaba. Good Lord, Alibaba. He's a little apprehensive. We see the rest of Alibaba's also with Toto. She just looks like Toto, kind of stoic. Oba's like weird. We got Gianna. She looks kind of interesting. And the rest, and then we see Comey and Ring Cohen's household looking kind of beastly. Comey's looking kind of interested. Move, he's looking a bit worried, maybe. I don't know. We see that famous chick. We see the young Bobby. We don't see there because they have a mask. We see Sinbad. Now it doesn't have to actually have a speech bubble, but it may be just the looks like he's concentrating. Alright, so we're moving on. So that first page was alright, just setting up everything. So now we got Unit all that. Oh snap! So Unit comes out here and he has the Titus right behind him. Unit comes and says, "Now where's the Magi from the Cohen Heart?" Unit asking him. Unit digging. He's digging deep. See, that's why Unit my favorite character. Okay, that's why he's my favorite character out of all the Magi. Because Unit's just that dude. He's just that dude. He's always coming up with y'all, right? He's always getting into things. And then so Comey responds pretty much the High Priest. He was involved with magic training or something or other. Alright, so pretty much an excuse. So all of that's there. William Cohen, Comey, and all the rest. That's who's representing the Cohen part. I'm guessing they don't know about Theophilus. I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. So we see panel down, and he said, Ewan says, I see us a picnic. He's like, I wanted everybody to know the story. Story of Torah. And he's like, yo, you gonna start this thing, right, Aladdin? And Aladdin's like, okay, with a big old smile on his face. And you got Sinbad thinking, listen, even Unit doesn't know all of this? Even Unit. And he's like, yo, what is the secret that Aladdin's holding? See, okay, and then we got Aladdin going from that smiling to that serious, just collecting himself. And he's like, Al-Mutorah, here it is. Is the place where the jinn, Al-Fayman, and I. Okay, we're moving on. Pretty much, it's stuff we already know. The next page, Al-Fayman and the jinn, Al-Fayman and were born. We already knew that as readers. But then the whole place is just like, you see when you see the from a side view kind of thing, like more of a front row kind of seat view. Let me see. Sinbad's like, how famous? So see, I want to know how much Sinbad knows. Like seriously, how much does Sinbad know? I don't need to start reading that. King Lion talk about that. Sinbad starts with that Sinbad Magi Sinbad. I'm gonna get into that because Sinbad he very much intrigues me. And you got Ring Cohen. Excuse me. Wow. Kyoko. But Ring Cohen, he's like, and the gym. So, it seems like Sinbad knows more than Cohen, which makes sense. I mean, he's just that dude with that knowledge. He don't have as much knowledge as you, but he's got knowledge. And you see, Alibaba's all hyped as Morgiana, she ain't hyped, she a normal fan of herself, but Aladdin was born, they both are interested, and Toto and Oba, like, especially Toto, she's the one who says it, Oba notices it too. It's like, oh, so y'all now interested all of a sudden, huh? Because that's that dude, that boy, Aladdin. Moving on to the next page, where we at? So, what is this page? Page 4, I believe it is. So it says, whoa, we got Alibaba coming in and interjecting. It's like, what kind of place is your birthplace? What kind of country is it? Is it on the other side of the dark continent? This is a great question. See, Alibaba actually asked the questions that a lot of people must have had. I thought it was in another realm or whatever. I didn't think, but it could have been dark continent. Cause what the hell happened with the Great Rift? What's up with the dark continent? What's up with that? I don't get it. It's a whole other world kind of thing, actually. What's going on? But Aladdin just smiles. He's like, nah, not really. And his exact words: Almatoran is a world that exists in a different space and time from this one. It's another world. Now, look, you see my thumbnail. We just going extra minute. Like, I'll get to that in a minute. And they're all put, Alibaba, Morgiana, and Oba's like, another world. What you talking about? And then we got Sinbad. Once again with that smart stuff. He goes, Aladdin, do you mean it's located on another star? I think that our world is just one of many celestial bodies. There we go. The Arabic, that's why Sinbad is that dude, though. Even though he's shady as hell, that's why he's that dude, because he's highly intelligent as well as powerful. And then you have some of the famous stars. Talk about stars that you see in the night, the night sky during the night. Celestial bodies. We got one dude, that was one famous chick. We got one dude with the ponytail. Was like, what the hell are they talking about? I don't know if there's celestial bodies. There's OG son. What is he talking about? But Aladdin goes and explains, you're amazing, uncle. You're amazing, OG-san. You have considered such a possibility. But it's not like that, which I didn't think so. Another star, and here's Aladdin goes into some important stuff. There's almost some Timon and Pumbaa status right here. Another star is located in the same space, and one day it might be, this is some very factual stuff, maybe not, it might be possible to reach it, no matter how far it is. But another world is different. Here we go. For example, take a mirror. Now we on some Mitsutoshi status, so bravo, what applause to Shinobu Otaka. Now you're in that explanation. For example, take a mirror. So now we go on some next level stuff. Now we go into some other level stuff. It says, for example, take a mirror. Even if inside of that mirror there's a world, we won't be able to reach it. These are exact words, right? And this world and the other world could prosper and then be destroyed without coming into contact for all eternity. So pretty much what he's saying is that You know, you have in this space, there's a mirror. For example, the mirror. It doesn't necessarily mean on the other side of the mirror. It means, you're looking into a mirror, and within the space of the mirror, there may exist a world. That world may be fully existed, never have any interaction with the world outside the mirror. Pretty crazy stuff, man. I mean, I could kind of go to the body. It's different, but it's let me go to the subatomic level. There is actions of the electrons, the protons and the neutrons, and even the subatomic particles that have interactions. Even though we are in the same space, kind of, like we exist, they're within us. We don't have interactions at the subatomic. Like, I can't control the subatomic level. There's other things I can examine. It's crazy, but bear with me. Aladdin continues from after the parallel, the multiple dimensional kind of thing. It says, right now there are lots of these worlds somewhere out there. So now, and there's this picture, the thumbnail. Let me get it. Let me get it. Can y'all see that picture? I don't know if y'all can see that, but those swirling globes and worlds or whatever, I don't know how well y'all can see that, but it's on page, looking like, is that 5? But anyways, you got these different worlds. Like, first of all, you have above that, and it had him and Judal, that I found interesting. When he was explaining the mirror, that I found interesting. So something's gonna go down with that, I believe. So you see, the whole mirror thing, and with that you had doggone so many of these globes all throughout. So these boatloads of extra dimensional stuff. Like, yo, Otaka just took this and hit it out the ballpark. This is, do y'all realize the significance and how far this can go? This is crazy, bro. Crazy stuff. Extra dimensional. And yo, Alibaba's face. Whoa. Mojian, classic fans, but Alibaba's face just whoa. That's the kind of that reaction. When I saw that extra, I was like, yo, I was going crazy. And so, oops, excuse me, hold on, flip too many pages. Alright, back to it. We got, Oba, Toto, and them is like, Oba speaks up, he's like, yo, I feel like I understand, but I don't really understand. Then you got Shalnar, whatever his name is, the Alibaba's mentor, swordsman dude. And you got Mushar. Shalnar, he's like, what an extraordinary story. And then you have the dragon-looking dude from Cohen's household. He's like, it's a theory I never thought of. You have Seishu. Now this dude, I'm believing, because we've seen him over the last several chapters, and multiple times in this chapter as well. I ain't got his name. I think he's going to play an important part, side role in this story. I don't know what kind of part, but Otaka is not just going to keep putting his character out there if he's not going to play a part. Seishu, the dreadhead from Cohen's household, even though I don't like the dude, he seems to be important, so I'll keep an eye on him. And he doesn't understand this, And then we got two Phanos talking, right? The one zebra-looking dude, Zebra from Toriko, for those who don't understand the illusion. He's like, if it's about a world that's separated from ours for all eternity, then it doesn't have anything to do with us. Typical answer. And you got this one female. I love when females are intelligent. Just saying. She's like, yeah, this whole summit was organized because this whole thing has to do with us. Come on, man. Keep it up. And look at Cohen. We see a smile from Cohen. Cohen's loving this. He's like, yo, this intellectual is like, yo, I love it. I really like this. And Cohen catches that too. He's like, it seems that you're enjoying this, my brother and king. I mean, Alibaba, once again, with the wit. See, Sinbad has the intellect more than Cohen, but Alibaba with the wit. And he catches some, like, he's like, hey, wait a second, whoa, pause, time out. Whoa, question, Professor Aladdin. If we can't, if you can't go there to and from that world for all eternity. Now, before that, I didn't catch so people were saying all eternity until just now reading this over because, like I said, I read the chapter. But I caught it when Alibaba said, he said, "Yep, we can't go there, we can't come there, all eternity." Then how in the world did y'all come here in the first place? How did you come here in the first place? Aladdin? Like, y'all from Amatoran. How on earth? And then here it goes. Here goes huge stuff. Well, the creator of this world seems here. And Alibaba, Oba, or Alibaba and Oba are looking at the creator. Mojang, no reaction. That's right. There's a person. Now we're going into the legend. And see, I kind of already had this suspicion that King Solomon played some bigger role, like he was a kind of creator thing or something or another. Because it just, all the pieces seem to fit that way, right? And then Aladdin starts talking about the legend. Okay. That's right. There's a person who made, and this is all quotes, who made the world as it is now. He made it so that things would fall toward the bottom, that there would be a sky and earth. Interesting. I think that's interesting wordage. I'm just saying I pay attention to those kind of details. He controls all of the Roke, or Rook, however you want to say it. He is the God, in quotes, he's the God who created the divine providence of this world. He is the man called King Solomon. And he's looking on going, look at that. Like, can y'all see that? Can y'all see that figure? And kind of fuzzy. But anyways, that's page. Is that 7, 8? I don't know. Anyways, King Solomon, the god of the Magi world, flowing hair and everything, got a rope all around him. So yeah, man created the world. Like, that got me to pause. I'm like, whoa. Time out. How like, what's going on? Is he really a man? Like, yo, come on. Now all the questions start swirling at this point, right? So next page. And Rain Cohen is thinking hard. He's like, King Solomon, And I think this was confusing, but I think this is all Cohen kind of thinking. He may be thinking out loud, I don't know. And he said, the master of the gems, the supreme ruler of the world as recorded in the Torah inscriptions. And who the hell is he? So yeah, I believe that's Cohen saying. So Cohen's thinking aloud, and you got Sinbad with that face. Now I don't know if y'all can see that. Sinbad's face, right? Pay attention to that. It's not a happy face. He's not, visibly upset, but he's not happy. When somebody has so much power, I think that's common. Somebody with this much power, like, yo, what's good? He didn't say a word though. And then Aladdin continues. King Solomon told me that, and this is to finally get some information about what some conversation Solomon had with Aladdin. He told him that I shouldn't, you got Aladdin coming out of that great Roke experience, right? He's like, yo, I wasn't supposed to tell anybody about Amatoran. And this is quotes from King Solomon's words through Aladdin. If they know the meaning and the reason behind their birth, anyone would fall into despair. Wow. Anyone would turn dark side, go to the black rook. Wow, man. That's tragic. That's just, there's no words to describe that I have currently. Continuing, they will lose their ability of thinking independently. So they become just puppets of fate. They will be unable to walk forward. When everyone does so, eventually the world will stop moving. Now, I don't have a damn clue about what that's supposed to mean. That could be that. I'm not even going to start presenting theories because that can mean so many things. But then, Aladdin, this is that stuff. This is when I start getting hyped, really hyped. But I don't agree with them. Now, we kind of already suspected that. But the fact that he stated like that. He's disagreeing with the God of this world. Now, it's the God of this world. Mind you that. We should be able, this is Aladdin's words, we should be able to stop unnecessary conflict, which I agree with, if we come to know the story of the other world. So what Aladdin's hoping is that the knowledge is power. What he's hoping is that the knowledge of what happened to Almatoran, the father coming down, as King of Lightning calls the Black God, whatever you want to call it, right? The tentacles touching down and destroying an unwrecked house, and all the tragedy that happened in Almatoran. That if they know that, they won't commit any of these wars. Now, how will that's gonna work out? I don't know. It's interesting that King Solomon, in all his wisdom, would say something like that opposite of what Aladdin's saying. Maybe he knows about human nature. I don't know. I believe that all the people gathered here are strong. That's why. Interesting. And then we got from left to right, you got Sinbad. I mean, this pen. Look at this. Sin. I don't know if you can see it. Glare. Sucks to be glare. But anyway, from farthest left, we got Sinbad. Right next, to the right, we got Kome. In the middle, we have Alibaba. To the right of Alibaba, we have Mu Alexis. And then to the far right, we have doggone Cohen himself. Wow. Interesting. And then we see, doggone, all of a sudden, Aladdin. Today, I will disobey the God of this world. Yo, this dude on, and then he unleashes this, like, cyclone-looking thing. Okay, it's this spell. Like, yo, first of all, let me pause and deal with that for a second. I will disobey. Aladdin has to have doggone serious balls, or he must be crazy to do that. Now, not in every situation would I say, sometimes that's just stupid, but this dude's got balls. Aladdin just, your character development, your place over characters that, of my favorite characters in Magi just shot. Just with that alone, like Aladdin, yeah, beast, just beast. No, it's very nice to see. Disobey the God of the world. So he's going to show him something. And Alibaba's just freaking Cohen's like, what? Is that Mu Alexis? Oh, man, what the hell? What is this? And then we see, I didn't know who that figure. It looked like Union was holding on to his head. And we got Sinbad saying, Union is helping him. What kind of magic is that? Oh, what kind of magic is that? Union is helping him. So if you, that's what I'm saying. Union is already the most powerful person in the Magi world. That, we're not talking about King Solomon. We don't know about the Thanos. They're top tier. But Union, as far as the most powerful, arguably the most powerful magician, the most powerful Magi, Ringyokum, we don't know what she's capable, but Union's just that dude. And then Titus is like, it's the same kind of clairvoyance magic that Chancellor Nobleman used. Right? So it's a vision kind of thing. You remember back when they were in the academy in Manga, Aladdin, Titus, and the boy, the brother. Anyways, all of them, and you showed them the vision of what happened with the Gore and the Mag War and the Old Kingdom and whatnot. Yeah, that kind of magic. So it says, Aladdin said, that's right. Now look, this is the image of Almatoran that I obtained thanks to Solomon's wisdom. So he's using Solomon's wisdom, but he's disobeying Solomon's, directive, his command. And people do that all the time, you know what I'm saying? They have God-given capabilities, God-given talents and gifts, but they don't use them properly. And then we see just black. Next page, where we at? Page 13, 12, 13. But then the panel over, you're seeing this is a creation story. Everything, was created in this world just like ours. First there was land, and then there water came. See, in the creation story, if you know the scripture, you go by Bible, the water was there and the land came later, which makes logical sense. But the land first, then the water. I don't know. But anyways, after a long time came living things that began to evolve. It's not interesting. But there was just and before that, this one I was saying, Seishu, he's gonna play important. We see that he says, I don't see anything. Remember I was talking about this all thoughts. So, and skipping over back to the plot. But there was just one difference. Apart from humans, there were several intelligent life forms. Several intelligent life forms were born. And Alibaba's in amazing. Morgiana's now even in amazing. And I will flip to the next page, but let me stop there. That's one of the things that Earth doesn't make any sense. Now, Earth isn't a huge planet, but the fact that there's all this life and there's no other species on our planet that is of the level of sentience that humans have is very, very intriguing. And the fact that we have not yet found any other species of the level of sentience of humans throughout the known universe is very, very intriguing. And it does put some shots through the evolutionary thought. Anyways, a whole nother discussion for another video. Intelligent life forms, all about it. Reasonable, once again, reasonable questions along with Morgiana. And Aladdin responds, yeah, that's right. Maybe you've never thought about it, and here's where I go. There should be other forms of life. There should be other sentient beings, other intelligent life forms. And then Aladdin, do y'all see this? I don't know if y'all can, but look at Aladdin's eye. Y'all see that right there? Aladdin's eye, though. The hell? But anyways, he continues. Don't you, and this is his words, quotes, don't you think that it's strange why humans are the only life forms with intelligence in this world? Now, in our world, you got dolphins, dogs, cats, lions, any hiring being that you can think of. I ain't hiring species. I won't even go bears, or, you know what I'm saying, sharks. But what he's talking about is, and let me continue, why there isn't a single life form capable of using complicated language. They can use language, but complicated language. And two, and create civilizations at the same level as humans. Now we're getting into that deep philosophical, psychological, we getting into that real biological, we getting that deep the crux. This is why, that's why I tell people, this is why I read certain manga and have them so highly rated. Okay, this is why Magi is my second, right behind One Piece. Mitsutoshi be on this kind of level. That's why he my fourth. And maybe bump in the third, I don't know. Maybe China, I don't know. But Mitsutoshi and Otaka doing this new age, this new era anime, and they taking new era manga and anime, they taking this to the next level kind of stuff. Very awesome. And look at Alibaba's just sweating. He's just like, whoa, dude, whoa. He's shocked. You got Cohen, he's not surprised. Kome's like, Sinbad, he seems bored with it. Ooh, Alexis, he's sweating a bit. Union, he's just I don't know what to say. It's weary knowledge. He already knows this. Okay. So once again, Union, Sinbad, and Cohen seem to be the three most intelligent people at this point in the story. Okay. That the main dealings with. And Aladdin continues, and he goes into his chibi form. Anyway, in Almatoran, there were several of these life forms all over the world. They gave birth to several creatures, several cultures and societies, just like this. And then he does this magic thing, which I didn't actually catch the first time I read the chapter. Or I sort of did, but it didn't make sense to me at the time. It's like this ball of work. And then we see, do y'all see this? I don't know if y'all can see that. Probably not. But there's these pig humanoid kind of things. They got looking like 6 arms. And they wearing these hats like they in some medieval time kind of things. And then you got these dudes, and then look at Bobby. He's just freaking those pigs are talking. It was the funniest scene. It was probably the funniest scene in this chapter. You got Seishu looking at the pig-looking household member of Ring Owens. Seishu was just glad, and astonishment towards the pig. And he's like, "Don't look at me like that, Seishu." That was fun. That's funny, man. I'm still cracking up. and we see these looking like these multi-headed hydra, like not hydra in the sense of dragon, like these multi-headed aquatic creatures. And Cole may notice something that I was thinking already. He's like, yo, but they have an atmosphere around them similar to households that are fully assimilated. And he's like, why is that? He's looking like, not like that, but like an astonishment. And then we have also these, I'm guessing, I can't figure out if they're actually life forms, but it's looking like houses and bridges. I don't know if they're insect creatures, but houses and bridges and stuff. Okay. And then Cohen's and he's thoughtful. Moving on. I knew this video was gonna be long, but you know, this chapter right here, this is that groundbreaking next level. So now we're looking like let me stop and talk about these creatures. These look like some elephants, like these long eared, like boobs with these long nipples, these teeth. Like, yo, these things are cyclops elephant creatures. They got these big old teeth. And you see a kid like, yo, these creatures. And then we see them cheesing, or they just cheesing. I don't know if y'all can see it, but they cheesing like that. You see them, they all grateful and things, looking like a woman. I don't know if that's maybe a man, a father, a boy, a kid, and whatever. And Google X is like, yo, they look so gross. There are other living beings that can walk on two legs and laugh. And then you got this scarred, famous chick next to him. She's like, yeah, but they all seem so happy. And Aladdin's like, yeah, that's right, yo. They were all happy. The world was incredibly big. So in the beginning, the different species did not meet each other. Now this is about to be the game of survival, not the Game of Thrones, even though that is a type of game of survival. But this is the game of survival. That's what I talk about, survival of the fittest, right? And even if they fought a little among themselves, a little tribal warfare, whatever, they all lived in peace. This is what I talk about, how humanity, before civilization and all that took over. But one day, and it's all dark, John. One day, this is where it gets just serious. This is where the chapter turns. Look at this. Look at this, man. This carnage. I want to spend a bit on talking about this carnage. If y'all can see this carnage, can y'all? I don't know how well y'all can see that carnage, but this is page 16, 17. This carnage though, like you got this one of those cyclops. I don't even know if the elephant looking, yeah, and his ears are getting split off. I mean, you got these spears overhead. I mean, this dude's all scarred up. He's got this massive, like, kind of like pole sword or something. You got these smaller. He was a colossal, one of them elephant dudes, cyclops elephants. Then we got smaller cyclops throwing the spear. We got a dude over here on the ground, like this dog-like creature. He's caught up. We got the other one just bleeding. We got this massive, like, six-eyed, horned beast. I don't even know. Just about to go at it. And in this corner, we got these air creatures, these flying, right? Like, they may be advanced or area forms of those, like, aquatic, multi-head hydra things that we saw. And then we just looking at Alibaba in his house. Alibaba's just like, yo, he's horrified. They're all horrified. I mean, you got this female out here looking about to cry. This dude over here, even Eye Patch, she was looking like, what? And Toto, she's looking, she's like, man, they all just like that carnage picked at least 5 minutes of just interpreting that wow. Just wow. And then Aladdin continues. They finally met. When a species prospers, this is very factual. Understand this, the game of survival. When a species prospers and their numbers become extremely big, this is what, look, let me finish this, then I'll give my thoughts on it. When a species prospers and their numbers become extremely big, They searched for more food and more land to live in, and they gradually went outside of their territory. And that territory thing, I can spend a good 30 minutes talking about territories, but the game of survival, you need resources to survive. That's just what it is. Any species needs resources to survive, whether it's food, whether, humans, we require food, water, there's water, shelter, protection, forms of protection. And then the problem is when civilization, when you had nations, villages, all that kind of jazz, when they went beyond just the regular village and they wanted to expand, tribes expanded, they clashed with other tribes because it was a fight over resources. Now, in this day and age, though, you hear the myth of overpopulation. There is no such thing as overpopulation. It's too much densely populated certain areas. Okay, there's plenty of land and plenty of resources, but it's the abuse of the land and resources. In the 21st century, there should not be the foolishness that's going on. There should not be a fight over resources. We produce too much. We produce too much food. Starvation shouldn't be the key. Drought's gonna happen, but we have water resources. We have the different technologies. Okay. There is no excuse that this foolishness goes on. But back in the day, oh yeah, war was explained. War made sense. War had reason. Now, war just is corrupt. I'm not saying all the time, but I'm talking earliest points in human history. It made sense. Because trade, it's hard to establish trade. Just to saying that. I don't want to extend this too long. But anyways, and then we go down. We look into elephant-looking dudes again. Some of them joined forces. They made coalitions. They made alliances. The majority of them fought each other. Very factual, just like human history. So, this is a interesting take. Do it through another means, but this is like human history. This is well done, very well done. The conflict between different species grew fiercer and fiercer with the passing of time. You just got bodies. You got skeletons, y'all. The strong species, survival of fish, the ideology of the strongest. I'm not saying eradicate other species, but this is why part of the reason humanity's so screwed up right now. The strong species were gradually destroying the weak ones. Among them, and here's where we get into the real nitty-gritty. Now, we got into the crux of the matter, but this is where it really gets really serious. This is why I'm hooked now. Among them, I already knew what he was talking about. There was the weakest species, and this just shows the massive. I'm not even gonna show, but these dudes are just massive, and you see just like these people just walking. They had a fragile body, and they didn't have claws or fangs. The weakest species with intellect on armor torn armor that desperately tried to survive every single day. Now, let me pause and say this. I've said this many times. Humanity. What makes humanity so special? What makes it an anomaly among Earth? As far as our skin is concerned, our fur, we don't have that great of protection. As far as our strength, we're one of the weakest on the planet. We're not built to kill, really. But it's our intellect, it's our creativity, our mind, the human mind, human brain is special. It's, we're able to create tools, we're able to create these great things. That's what we've been gifted with. And we're able, like you said, communication and a whole bunch of things. We're able to build across the globe. We're actually highly adaptable. We can adapt to so many types of scenarios, psychologically and otherwise. And he said, of course, it was humanity. Humanity's looking, it's looking bad. They just, it's almost like some ice age. And this the end of the chapter. This ended, dog. This is one of the greatest endings I've ever read to any chapter, ever. Humanity. Yes. Aladdin continues. I don't know who said humanity, but it doesn't matter. Aladdin says this. Word for word quote. Yes, but from humanity, a man called King Solomon, this legendary figure, with the strongest power in the world appeared. So did he come from another? This creates so many questions. Before long, he would outdo the entire world and even create a new one, the Magi world. Did he create more than a new one? This is why. This is the story of those humans. And then we see this. Alma Toron's arc starts from the next issue. Let me tell y'all, and this is the end of the read-along, but let me tell y'all, never before in my life would I think I would be ecstatic, would I be stoked, would I want a flashback arc. We're talking about flashback arc. This is when you know it's greatness. This is when you know you're reading greatness. A flashback arc. Yo, the flashback arc, yo, Alma Toron will finally get an X-Men. It's so massive. The story's so intricate, so complex, which I knew it was, but it deserves a whole bloody arc. This is game-changing shit. Y'all realize how game-changing this is? This chapter changed the whole game. Doggone, King Solomon has become divine. He's become divine. Like, yeah. This video has been long. I knew it would be long. It's been long enough. It's 40 plus minutes, but I don't care. This is just, it deserves every second it could get. This is simply greatest. Y'all know what my rating is. It's a 10 out of 10. It was an obvious perfect chapter. I mean, everything. Okay, once again, it's a special kind of plot progression. It's beginning to explain so much. It gives us, this is the story. Do y'all not understand if y'all don't understand how important this is, y'all don't understand literature, y'all don't understand the story of Magi, okay, this is the meaning of the story. This is the core. This is the origin. Wow. And then it didn't even took off. Otaku. Standing ovation. Period. Alright, y'all. The unexpected one to like, comment, subscribe. Tell me y'all thoughts. If you stayed on for the length of this, good for you. Good for you. I had to do this. I had to do it. It was just that good. It was just that damn good. Alright, y'all. Till next time. Peace. King Solomon, man. King Solomon.